Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Um, Hope everybody's doing well. So let's talk about something. What would be the best language to learn in 2021? Now this is a really hard topic because there's so many good languages, but I'm gonna divide it a little bit here. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, but hopefully not too long. So from my personal opinion, and I'm going to get right into it. There's a lot of languages out there that are very popular right now, as you guys know. Um, but the one that I think that is really going to start hitting hard is probably Python, because Python is what is being used for AI automation, all this stuff, right? And that's why it's becoming the most popular language, because even though it's kind of slow, it's also probably one of the best languages and more, how should I put this, more acceptable to technology that really runs on anything. You know what I mean? So to just kind of get to the point of this video, Python, I would say Python would probably be the best language to start learning in 2021. Now, is it the only language that you should be learning in 2021? Absolutely not. There's JavaScript, React, Node. All these languages are also growing in popularity, especially when it comes to phone applications and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's React.js, React Native. All these languages that you can use on phones are also growing in popularity, because as as we all know, this past year was a huge year for not only online gaming but also streaming, but also you know gaming on phones. And not only that, there was a huge popularity in app downloads, and all these native languages are becoming more popular as just so people can start getting their apps out. And not only that, it's universal languages where they can also work on your Android and iPhone, and you only need to write in this certain language. You don't have to go learn like 20 different languages anymore. Just, you know, React Native and it'll work. That sort of situation. And but, you know, these are the newer languages. Um, I don't, but you guys also need to understand that if you guys want to become programmers, you're like, oh well, I want to be kind of unique. You guys can also go to legacy languages that a lot of companies still use, and I'll make a completely separate video on legacy languages that are still being used. And not only that, they'll probably pay you a lot of money if you know these languages. But so that'll be a separate video. But for right now, sticking to the point, Python will probably be the best bet for any, not because it's a really easy language to learn, and it's growing in popularity. So you have two benefits right there: easy, growing popularity, which means that not only are you going to learn fast, but more than likely you're probably, if you do the right projects, if you get the right experience, you're more than likely to find a job in the field, because a lot of companies are starting to use Python. So now, where can you learn Python? As I mentioned in the last video, the one where is it? Can you get? Is it? Should you get into the tech field in 2021? FreeCodeCamp.org has some Python lessons on there. You can again go to Coursera, YouTube, um, Udacity, Codecademy. All these places online have free courses that you can start learning Python. So again, it's you have all these benefits. There's also books on there. So you can't simply say like, oh no, it's just like I have no resources, because you do. The resources are there. It's just whether you want to take them. There's a lot of free stuff online, um, where you can just start, get started. I highly recommend start with freecodecamp.org or Codecademy. Codecademy has probably the best starter courses for free for Python, and then I would move on to freecodecamp.org. I believe it's AI with Python or something like that. But yeah, um, definitely, I would definitely get started with Python. If you guys are like, oh, I want to try to, front end stuff, obviously you have JavaScript. That you guys, and JavaScript is obviously a huge language also, and freecodecamp.org has that completely covered. There's no going around that. So definitely do that, guys. But either way, no matter what language you guys want to learn, just know that there's the free resources out there. This is my recommendation. Python would be my number one recommendation. Excuse me. JavaScript would be my number two recommendation. And from there, go probably like React Native or React JS, Node.js, Java. But you guys gotta understand that Java is a little bit more difficult. But Java, Objective C, or C++. Those are the languages that I highly recommend to get started on. Again, my number one is Python, and my number two is JavaScript, because they are the easier language to learn, and probably the more not only most popular, but the most likely to land you a job or an entry level job in the field. Or I'm not gonna get that far, but more than likely they're the number ones that are gonna get you your first interview. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my recommendations, guys. I know this video is kind of short, but I just really wanted to get to the point. I don't like to beat around the bush when it comes to telling you guys what I think. But thank you guys so much for watching. As I mentioned in my last video, guys, please remember to subscribe, as most of my views are coming from non-subscribers. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button, smash that like button, and the notification bell. I'm gonna start posting more constantly this year. I have a lot of videos coming. I know the first two videos of the year are kind of short, but I just want to get to the point, because these two first videos that I made are kind of have to do with the livelihood, and should you guys even try to change your careers. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and see you guys in the next one.